Propositional logic, also known as sequential logic or propositional calculus, is a formal system used to reason about the truth and falsehood of logical statements which are called propositions. In propositional logic, propositions are represented by symbols, typical capital letters, and logical connectives are used to combine propositions and form compound statements. The logical connectives in propositional logic include negation. It is used to negate a proposition. For example, if P is a proposition, then less P represents the negations of P. 2. Conjunctions. It represents logical and is used to form a compound statement from two propositions. For example, if P and Q are propositions, then P, Q represents the conjunctions of P and Q. Disjunctions. It represents logical OR and is used to form a compound statement that is true if at least one of the propositions is true. For example, if P and Q are propositions, then P or Q represents the disjunctions of P and Q. 4. Implications. It represents logical if-then and is used to express the implication between two propositions. For example, if P and Q are propositions, then P if then Q represents that implication if P then Q. 5. Biconditionals. It represents logical if and only if and is used to express two propositions are equivalent. For example, if P and Q are propositions, then P if only P, Q represents the biconditional statement P in and only if Q. Propositional logic allows use to construct two truth tables to determine the true value of compound propositions based on the truth values of their constituent propositions. It provides a foundation for reasoning and making inferences in a formal manner. First-order logic. First-order logic, also known as predicate logic or first-order predicate calculus, is an extension of propositional logic that introduces quantifiers and variables to reason about objects and their properties. It provides a more explicit framework to represent relationships, predicates, and quantified statements. In first-order logic, variables represent objects or elements in a domain of discourse, and predicates represent properties or relations that can be applied to these objects. Quantifiers are used to express the extent or scope of the variables. The two main quantifiers used first-order logic are universal quantifiers. It expresses that statement holds for all objects in the domain. For example, represent P holds for all X. Existence quantifiers. They express that there exists at least one object in the domain for which a statement holds and is held. So, first-order logic allows the formulations of complex statements and reasoning about relationships between objects using quantifiers, variables, predicates, and logical connectives. It provides a powerful tool for formalizing arguments, defining mathematical structure, and reasoning about various domains of knowledge.